Even if they harm my loved ones, even if they destroy my physical body, I will continue to serve God in the spiritual planes. You might be wondering, who's this person? They lied to you, they tricked you, and I'm about to expose the hidden spiritual warfare that's been keeping you enslaved your entire life. I'm Hydus the Magus, and what I'm about to reveal will shatter everything you thought you knew about spiritual awakening and the Magnum Opus, aka Kundalini. Look around you right now. The food you eat, the water you drink, even the air you breathe. None of it is what you think it is. They've created illusions by hiding them in front of your eyes. They've been making you slaves to transverse frequencies, junk foods, and seeds created in laboratories. Everything you consume, you thought it was natural. You thought it was safe. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. I was born into magic. According to my mother, I could see entities even as a baby. I've spent my life performing over 250 exorcisms and neutralizing tens of thousands of dark entities in spiritual warfare. And I reached the Magnum Opus, aka Kundalini. So let me ask you something. Why? Why would they poison our food and water? Why would they manipulate frequencies to keep us docile? Because if everyone reaches Magnum Opus, aka Kundalini, there would be no difference between you and them. If you reach the Magnum Opus, you see their little games on a global scale. You gain the ability to manipulate energies. You become truly free. Let's talk about what's actually in your body right now. Tap water, Teflon, toothpaste with fluoride, junk food, packaged food, the meals you order, bread, everything contains poison to your soul. Fluoride, bisphenol A, nitrate, monosodium glutamate, aspartame, titanium dioxide, ascorbic acid. These chemical compounds are the backbone of the health industry and the pharmacy industry, the chemical industry, and many other industries. They don't want you to heal you completely. If people are healed completely, they can't sell anything. They keep you in the cycle of sickness. They poisoned all the foods and beverages. Everything is now processed. The formulas are created in the labs. Then what do we eat? There is nothing left untouched, including the agriculture. Even planting ancestor seeds is forbidden in the laws. People and agricultural companies must buy the seeds. These nutritions are poison for both the human body and soul. These things ruin hormonal balance, dopamine, serotonin, melatonin, endorphin, oxytocin. These hormones are produced in the pineal and pituitary glands. What a coincidence, right? It's obvious that they don't want to raise your creative divine essence to a third eye. If you've always felt different, if you have sensed something was wrong with this world, if you've been searching for answers that nobody else seems to understand, you're not crazy. This is your confirmation. You are one of the chosen ones. Here's what they really fear. A Magus who reaches Magnum Opus, aka Kundalini, can manipulate energies at the highest level. You think money matters to them. Money is just a paper promissory note backed by finite gold and silver. If you master real magic and manifest abundance, they lose their control. They can't exploit. They go broke. They become powerless. But there are far more important things than money. The ones who created this cursed order of worship to fallen angels, their entire bloodline serves these entities. They call pathetic, impotent beings God. The 72 demons, the fallen angels, they are the real enemy. You want to know their method? How do they maintain power? They make people send energies to these fallen angels through worship. Every time someone worships to these false gods, they are sending their vital life force, their prana, their divine essence, directly to these parasitic entities. This is why they split religions, why they change sacred texts, why they hide the truth, why they created illusions everywhere you look. They ruined Anunnaki artifacts in Iraq. They worked in complete confidentiality. These are secrets hidden for ages until now. This is the main reason for the flood in the ancient times. Noah reached Magnum Opus at 40 years old and became a prophet. Muhammad at 40 years old. Jesus Christ at 33 years old. all of them reach spiritual awakening, the Magnum Opus, the Kundalini, and are still serving the true God. The time has come, and I need you to understand something critical. If the worshippers of these pathetic false gods are not defeated, another Armageddon is coming, another apocalypse, another judgment day, just like the flood, and humanity will have to start over again. When they find out who I am, and they will, of course, and I will be ready. I'll be waiting with my angels. Even if they harm my loved ones, even if they destroy my physical body, I will continue to serve God in the spiritual planes. You might be wondering, who's this person? Why should I believe him? I'm the Magus of spiritual warfare. I've reached the Magnum Opus, aka Kundalini, through real initiation, not books or theories. Neither these worshippers nor their false gods can come close to me spiritually. They cannot touch my soul but be neutralized. We serve God by neutralizing dark spiritual forces. God sends divine interventions through those who answer the call. So what do? How do you break free from this spiritual warfare? First, you must see the illusions. Stop consuming their poisons. Filter your water to remove fluoride. Eat organic, natural foods, not lab-created garbage. Understand that every packaged product is designed to lower your frequency. Second, begin your path to Magnum Opus, Kundalini. This is the great work, spiritual alchemy, the transformation of your base consciousness into divine awareness. Study hermeticism, learn real esoteric wisdom, not the watered down new age senses they've fed you. Third, and this is critical, discover who the true God of humanity is, not the fallen angels they worship, not the demons they call God. When you connect with true divinity, your magic becomes infinitely more powerful than theirs. A true Magus can neutralize them if necessary. In religious texts like the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, chakras are explained as the seven heavens and seven hells. This explanation is both metaphorical and allegorical. The seven chakras, the state when chakras are in good condition, aligned, unblocked, and clean, and the state when chakras are in bad condition, unaligned, blocked, and foul. Certain lifestyle choices reverse the chakras. These choices are against nature, both spiritually and physically. When you are exposed to reverse frequencies, they disrupt your spiritual rhythm. Those energies will reverse your frequency. They know this, that's why they promote what disrupts your divine alignment. Now you might be thinking, this sounds dangerous, this sounds extreme. Good, it should, because this is spiritual warfare. This isn't meditation. This is the real battle for your soul and future of humanity. This is why I created the Order of Magus, a brotherhood and sisterhood of awakened souls fighting the spiritual warfare together. We are not just talking about spirituality, we are practicing it. We are living it. We are fighting for our souls and the souls of humanity. The sacred texts weren't destroyed by accident. The Anunnaki knowledge wasn't lost randomly. The mysterious schools weren't disbanded naturally. They systematically destroy every path to Magnum Opus, Kundalini they could find. But they couldn't destroy the chosen ones. They couldn't destroy people like you who carry the divine spark, who feel the call to awaken, who refuse to stay enslaved. Imagine a chain dog that's been beaten its entire life. It doesn't even try to break free anymore. It accepts the chain as reality. That's humanity right now. Chained by fluoride, chained by toxic food, chained by frequencies, chained by false religions, worshipping fallen angels. But you are different. You are watching this video because something inside you refuses to accept the chain. That's your soul calling to Magnum Opus, Kundalini. That's your divine essence demanding freedom. The worshippers of fallen angels fear one thing above all else: a humanity that reaches collective spiritual awakening. A world full of magi who can see through their illusions and manipulate reality itself. That's why they poison you. That's why they hide the truth. That's why they create division and confusion. So, you have a choice right now. You can go back to sleep. You can pretend this video never happened, you can continue consuming their delicious poisons and worshipping their false gods, or you can begin your path to Magnum Opus, to Kundalini. You can join the Order of Magus. You can learn the real esoteric and occult wisdom that transforms consciousness and unlocks your true spiritual power. I've written everything down in the book of O, the real practices, the real wisdom, the path to spiritual alchemy and the great work. Visit Hydus.org right now, join the Order of Magus, get the book of O, start your initiation into real magic. Because the time is short, the apocalypse is coming if we don't defeat these worshippers of fallen angels. Another flood, another reset, another cycle of enslavement. But not for you, not for chosen ones who answered the call. You were born for this spiritual warfare. You've been preparing your entire life if you didn't know it. Go to Hydus.org right now. Join the Order of Magus. Download the Book of O. Begin your path to Magnum Opus, Kundalini today. I'm Hydus the Magus. I've reached the great work. I've neutralized thousands of dark entities. I serve God by defeating the enemies of humanity. And I'm inviting you to join this sacred mission. The question is, the war for your soul is real. The question is, will you fight? Subscribe for spiritual warfare training. Share this with other chosen ones. Like the video, and I'll see you in the Order of Magus. The awakening begins now.